Yes, good afternoon. I'm Uncle T coming at you live as always. You know what we do. We keep it moving. But look, we have a distinguished group of gentlemen before us. We have Peanut, we have Dennis, which is the wisdom of our past, and we have Antonio, and we have Richard, which is the visionaries of our future. Well, we just sitting here dialoguing, understanding that we are in a very serious crisis, and the leadership of this city seems to be at a loss as to what do we do with this ball of confusion, this crisis, this violence that we see running so rampantly throughout our city. So I'm gonna start off by letting Nut open the conversation up with the younger generation.
You know, personally, I think the police department and the mayor's office is doing the best they can. But it's going to take all of us. It's going to take the community at large to solve this problem we're in today. And what I want to ask you, what do you need from me that I can do to help you? You mean, my history in this, just came home from doing 37 years. You mean, the streets is all I knew at one point. But through them 37 years, I did a lot of researching and self-checking, and today I'm prepared to move forward and do whatever I can to try to help with this problem. And I want to know what you need from me.
So first off, just having you and Dennis in the room to start this conversation, it gives us permission. And I think it gives the streets permission too to begin to realize that it's all right that we can sit down and try to figure this thing out. We definitely would be completely wrong if we didn't think that we needed your guidance, advice, motivation, and education about what is going on with this violence today, because the same problem that's been happening in the past has been happening now. But we also need your listening ear as well, because you know, as the younger generation, we all know that these problems, they come back but in different forms. So we can figure out and explore ways that we can bring together our knowledge. We have now a clear vision of what the better future could be.
I don't have much time now. I just want to reach out and make sure you understand that I'm here for you. Any kind of way I can guide you, any way I can tell you what I know. You can trust me. I think I can trust you. Let's work together.
So our guidance, this is what I'm thinking in my head right now. Our guidance to keep these kids safe from violence. Take the people from the neighborhood, bring them together, talk to them, put stuff in their head so they can understand where we coming from, about safe streets, no gun violence, kids shooting other people. They looking at us, younger people, as we dangerous than the older people now. Because you wanna know why? Called gang activity, bullying, all that type of stuff.
Well, what could you do to help in this situation? I mean, you're young, you come out of this, out of this age bracket where all the crime and stuff is at. What could you do personally that could help? I mean, that could help me to come up with something that I think could help you. Because it's going to take both of us.
What I can do is like be a leader, not no follower.
True.
Help younger people with that situation, sit down and talk to them, play football with them, and try to get things off their heads as we listen to their problems.
100%.
I agree. We know who's the shooters are. We know who those are at high risk, right? But sometimes I don't have that foresight to be able to bring to them, to let them know what comes before them. But I can get them and I can reach them. But it's the knowledge and the foresight of y'all that I need, coupled with the reach and the energy and the trust that they have for me being young as well, that'll really really effectively bring a change to that mindset. You know, we up against a real serious disease, man. And the cure, man, it's gonna take all of us.
So there you have it, man. We in a serious crisis, is already understood. Again, goes back to the fact that leadership is at somewhat of a loss. You know, and we are in this together. We are in this together. Look, we are not on the island. No one is on their own in this situation. We need every hand on deck. Every masjid, every church, every synagogue. We need you. Every political establishment, every business owner. We need y'all to bring y'all collective resources together to bring a curb or at least put a dent in the crisis that we see. But Dennis, you want to close this out?
This is a start, not the finish. You know, let's be consistent, do what we can for each other as much as we can all the time.
So remember, those that are viewing this, you have the wisdom of the past and we have the visionaries of the future. And we oftentimes hear young brothers say the old heads don't know what they talking about, and the old heads are saying the youngers is too stubborn to even listen. So here we have a situation where we are bridging that gap. We are bringing understanding to the table in hopes of coming out with an effective solution. This is Uncle T coming at you live as always. You know we do. We keep it moving, baby.